Did you hear about the Kevin Ware injury? If you don't know who Kevin Ware is, he is a player who plays for the Louisville Cardinals in the NCAA league, college league. And so something tragic happened, and since I'm a sports guy, you know I had to talk about it and put it on YouTube. So Kevin Ware was a pretty good basketball player. His jersey number was number 5, and the night that he was playing Duke, Louisville versus Duke, a broken bone was in progress, and so as Duke, one of the Duke players, he was wide open for a 3-pointer. So Kevin Ware noticed that he was open for a shot. And so, like any basketball player, you know, as we all know that if you're a basketball player, you would want to block a shot or not let the other team score if they're wide open. So Kevin Ware runs to contest the shot, to block the shot. And as he misses the block, he comes down on his leg and snaps it in half. And so his shin bone is sticking out of his leg, and it's just really, really sad. So you might not want to look at it because it's a pretty gruesome picture. So I know that could ruin his career. They could take away his college scholarship for that, since he got tragically injured like that, and you could get your scholarship taken away like that if you get seriously injured and you can't play for, like, let's say you can't play for a year or a year and a half or 2 years, and you can't play, get back in the games, and you're in the hospital for like 2 months and 1 month, and you're not able to recover, and they know that you're not able to recover. They will take away your scholarship like that, and I know most people in America, they would probably think that that's not fair. Louisville fans and any sports guy like me would probably say it's unfair. Any sports girl or guy. So we all know that it was pretty tragic, and that it's probably going to take a while to recover, because that was a pretty bad incident. And I could, if you could imagine the pain that he felt, I know that would be, seriously, from a scale of 1 to 10, that would be a 20, not a 10. Not anything below a 10, a 20 or a 50 or something. I know it was painful, and I was doing research, so I got the research from Twitter and Facebook and everything else, and Tumblr. I saw the pictures on Tumblr, and so on Twitter, you know that my Twitter page, Twitter was just blowing up that night. Twitter was getting all kinds of tweets, and so tweets were flying all over the place. I was getting messages and tweets sent to me, and so when I'm reading the tweets, somebody sends me a video, and so when I look at the video, this is when I never knew about Kevin Ware. I never knew who he was or what team he played for, and I never knew what happened that night, and I never even knew that they were playing Duke, and so because Duke is my team, I like Duke. Everybody in my family basically likes Duke except for my dad. My mom loves Duke. She was born and raised in North Carolina and went to the University of State. And so my dad likes the Cardinals, the Louisville Cardinals. So I know he was probably upset, and I need to talk to him too after this. But still, since I looked at the video, now I know what happened. So I decided to make a commentary about it. So when I look at the video, I see that Kevin Ware breaks his leg, and I think that that's the nastiest thing that I've ever seen. It was just disgusting. Something you will never want to see, something you would never want to happen to you. So when I look at the video, you know I gotta rewind it to just look at it again. That's how extreme it was. Not saying that was good or wonderful, so don't get all excited like that. It was crazy. That I know everybody's probably still thinking about that, and I'm probably not even going to be able to go to sleep thinking about what happened. And then they tell everybody, and then there's some interesting things I'm about to tell you. So everybody knows that if they would get hurt and get their bones snapped or anything, and I've never had a broken bone. I've never had a broken finger, leg, toe, foot, anything broken. But I've only had one serious injury. No, two serious injuries. I've gotten a dog bite where my pet dog, he bit a chunk out of my leg, but it wasn't like too bad. I didn't even have to get a shot or anything. I was about 7. Let's say I was 7. Yeah, 7 or 6. And so I busted my head when I was 2 years old. That was the second tragic injury. And also, as you can see in this video, I'm using the Peacekeeper, the DLC gun, and playing on the DLC map. But let's go back. And so, if you get seriously injured and you're not passed out or unconscious or in a coma or something, you would be crying and saying all kinds of different things like, please get me to the hospital or call the ambulance or somebody do something. But let me tell you something that Kevin Ware did. On Twitter, and SportsCenter, everybody's been saying that he was screaming, win the game. So he was like, win the game, win the game, win the game, just win the game. Don't worry about me, win the game. And they said after they said on SportsCenter that after they showed on SportsCenter the video, and after Kevin Ware got injured, three of his teammates were down on the basketball court crying, and I could see how they were crying, and they were praying and crying, and they even said that some of the bench warmers, they said that they were throwing up on the seat. They were throwing up, and it was coughing, and they said it was nasty. And that game, Louisville won, and so Duke got kicked out of the championship. Not disqualified or kicked out for what happened to Kevin Ware, but they got beaten. So they lost, and so the tournament. I was pretty upset about that. But I'm more upset. I'm happy that Louisville won because of what happened to Kevin Ware. And they said that his teammates were wearing his shirt after the game and everything. And good luck, Kevin Ware.